The following presentation is brought to you by Snap House, Houston-based photography services.
So currently I'm a molecular biologist and I basically work in a lab every day. So the way that I chose to do that is because from the very beginning in elementary school, my favorite subject was science. I always loved it. And at River Oaks Elementary, we were able to build an ecosystem. So we built a pond and we built a compost pile and we did just a ton of fun, exciting things in elementary. So from then I was hooked on science. And throughout middle school, I really loved learning about earth sciences and I got introduced to life sciences. And from there, I decided I wanted to be a doctor, a medical doctor. And so I attended Michael E. DeBakey High School for Health Professions, and I also followed in the footsteps of my brother, who was 7 years older and also on a medical path. And so in going to that school, I was exposed to working in the hospital. So we did both nursing rotations as well as working in a specialized field. So being the person that I am, I wanted the most extreme experience because that's how I make decisions. So I worked in the emergency room at the county hospital in Houston, Texas. And sure enough, I quickly discovered that I did not want to be a medical doctor ever. So from there, I decided that I still wanted to stay in the sciences because I love science, but being a medical doctor was absolutely not right for me. I was a hypochondriac. I could not deal with, being comforting to people while they're sick because I was more worried about being around germs. So I was like, I want to know how these germs work. That's what I want to do. And I want to help people through discovering how health works and contributing to it so that we know more about how to take care of people. And so from there, as I mentioned before, I went to graduate school and I worked in a laboratory and I love that. I love being able to understand the why do things happen and how can we fix these problems that happen in our bodies. So I am now working as a molecular biologist, as I said, and my day-to-day life consists of going into the lab, setting up my experiments for the day, and then I usually take some time to check my emails, do the normal things that people do at work, and write up and plan out everything that I'm gonna do for the day. Then I go into the lab and start my experiments. They usually have several incubation times, so in between I can set up for other things or write what I've done for the day and also analyze data from the previous day. So I spend a lot of time going between the office and working on my computer and then going into the lab and working with cells and working with compounds and trying to figure out the major questions that I have in my job. And so that is pretty much the basis of what I do on a day-to-day.